1-star reviews on some of our favorite books. One of you guys left a comment on one of our last videos.
Someone asked for this. We're not
Someone did ask for this.
We did do this video early on our channel, but that was a really long time ago. We're better now.
We're a lot, well,
since
since that video, we don't really read the same books all that often. So today we just have a list of the ones we both have read and really enjoyed. Last time it was very entertaining.
I didn't realize people could be so rude.
Yeah, people on Goodreads don't care.
So we have Goodreads pulled up. That's where we're going to be reading the 1-star reviews. The first one we're going to do is Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. We both love that one. But here's what I'm thinking right off the bat. I just feel like some people will be biased, like if they just don't like Colleen Hoover because she's so mainstream.
They'll just say they didn't like it.
They'll just say they didn't like it. They'll say it's overhyped.
And this is one of the books by her that aren't as popular as the others.
Heartbones by Colleen Hoover, 4.36 stars and 160,000 reviews. That's good.
How you on it already? Wait for me. This book is up there with Without Merit in that I just kind of hate this book. And those are both YA books by Colleen. I feel like people are already going to judge it because it's a young adult book. You know what I mean? I really liked Without Merit too.
I wasted 4.5 hours of my time. First of all, how did you read that in 4.5 hours?
We're like, first of all, good for you.
That's amazing. The plot twist was literally the stupidest thing I've ever read in my life. Okay.
The main character looks like a poor Bella Swan.
How do you know?
Her her character personality. She looks like Kristen Stewart, but poor.
Oh my god.
No. Her personality is irritating and depressing, and as much as I love books where the characters have an emotional baggage, she was apathetic.
If you want to be bored and annoyed, read this book.
Imagine that's the blurb on the book. I'm so sad to say I'm giving this Coho book a 1 star. This book was so bad for me. I don't like YA. Why did you read it?
Oh my gosh.
So why did you read it,
That's
Jacqueline?
like you trying to pick out a historical fiction.
You're right. We've all been there.
Read it in 1 hour.
What?
Like how?
So you're lying.
Yeah.
So you're a liar.
Basically. 1.5 maybe. Just give it a 1. Jeez.
I'd give this a 0 if I could. 1.5, no thanks. I was expecting more for the ending, sad.
The writing was good, but the story just didn't appeal to me. How was that a 1 star then?
Give it a 2.
At least. I don't know why I keep insisting on doing this to myself. That is me every time I pick up an Emily Henry book. This could also work as a horror story because it is one. How?
I can't believe how inconsistent Coho has been with the quality of her books. Where? I haven't experienced that yet.
No, I haven't either.
Compared to Verity and It Ends With Us, this book is a huge disappointment. Very cheesy and predictable, even though it was targeted for a teenage audience, though it hasn't been labeled as such. It is. It's labeled as a YA.
Yeah, it is.
But I understand what they're saying if you're talking about the caliber of Verity and It Ends With Us, but those are adult books.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Potato.
Yeah, that's your fault.
That's gonna be it for this one.
All the reviews were starting to get really repetitive. We're thinking they just picked up a YA book knowing they do not like YA.
They weren't that bad though. We're doing Flock next by Kate Stewart. I know popular opinion is that the Ravenhood trilogy is trash, right? Not a lot of people like it. I don't understand how. We're about to find out. But it's okay if it's not your favorite book because it's ours. You know what though? We're going to do the first 2 books in that trilogy because Flock was very confusing and not a lot happens until the 2nd book. So we're going to look at both reviews. We're going to start off with Flock.
These reviews are already so good. Cecilia grew up sick. I grew up literate. This book made me wish I had skipped preschool and elementary school altogether. I have never hated something this much. And I will have to warn you, please do not read the rest of this review if you love the series. Okay.
We won't. I'm not a stupid person. But I really do not understand this book. I just don't get it.
That's so funny.
I understand that because they don't answer anything in the first book.
I know. I kept thinking they are birds for sure. You kept thinking I was tripping about that, but people in the comments agreed with me that they kind of thought that these boys were going to be birds too, and they weren't.
I understand why you would have thought that at the very beginning.
They gave off that effect.
They were trying.
They like, what are you doing that for if that's not the end goal?
They got in the car, they drove fast, and she said, we flew.
I was like, in the sky?
We took off flying.
I know, that's literally how she was doing it.
This book felt like it was written without a plan, the kind where the author just throws in a bit of random stuff. No connection to anything. I expected a vampire to show up at any minute.
Yeah. If this was comedy, I'd rate it 5 stars.
Oh god.
I should have stopped after the prologue. I didn't make it too far after that. I thought that prologue, you thought that prologue was so good.
It was like the best prologue I've ever read.
Yeah.
So I get it, but also read the
don't
second
get
book. Read the second book.
Oh yeah.
I was told this was a Robin Hood retelling and I was very excited. Why would anyone tell you that? That's not true.
Whoever told you that, lose them. What a psychological, gaslighting, mentally terroristic warfare of a book. Okay.
Jesus. Like, it's a book. It's fiction. They're so mad that the main character did what she did. They're mad that it was a polyamorous relationship. You know what I mean? Like, they're so mad. And it's like, it's okay. They're
It's
not
not
real.
real.
Sometimes you just have to let go and enjoy the story, you know?
Yeah.
I will never listen to book talk ever again.
Same.
I feel that way about some books.
Yeah, me too.
The dialogue was wonky and the love interest constantly regurgitated woke 101 YouTube videos and was toxic and not in a fun way. I do remember Sean being on some wax like that.
Yeah.
Like very much going on rants about life and the meaning of life.
I remember being like, relaxed.
I do remember that, but that's funny. That was expected of that one. None of these have really made me angry yet. Because I guess I can understand where people... I'm just such a Libra.
What?
You know what I mean?
No. Now this one, if you made it to Exodus, there should be no problems.
Also though, if for the people who had an issue with the relationships in book 1, definitely will not like the relationship in that one, you know?
This girl said, you told me this would get better. You promised me. You said you are going to bawl your eyes out. I did. I did cry, wishing once again I was illiterate. I cried for being lied to. I cried because I read over 700 pages for them to mean absolutely nothing at the end. I cried because I am pissed as a consumer and I have the right to be.
I'm the one telling her to keep reading. You know what though? This is one of those series where the girls that get it. And the ones that don't, and that's okay.
How did you not cry your eyes out though? Honestly, I was ugly crying.
I think if you weren't already connected to the characters in the first book, you wouldn't care about anything that happened in the second. A lot of these comments are just saying they DNF'd it. I read that in one sitting. I finished at like 7 a.m.
I'm seeing people aren't as mean as the last time we did
Yeah,
this.
right?
Yeah.
Or we're just desensitized to
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
The next book we're doing is A Court of Mist and Fury, the second book in the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas. You guys don't need any introduction. What?
Why are you yelling at this?
Fans on. You guys know that we are obsessed with this series, despite popular opinion.
No, what popular opinion? Because right here it says 4.61 stars with 741,000 reviews.
I'm saying I see a lot of people not liking this
Wow.
series. I'm not gonna be able to do this one. I'm really not. People are so mad. People are so mad. Feyre, you don't get to play with the man's heart and love for you. You don't get to break his heart and then tell him you still love him. You don't care if you did wrong. Like, calm down.
She's not real.
Not real.
Feyre.
Feyre, you realize that he also went to hell under the mountain for you? Do you realize that, Feyre?
People are crazy.
Don't give me excuses. You could have gotten out of there without doing what you did. You just wanted drama. Like, is this a joke? Maybe this is satire because this is too much.
When you fall in love with a bat, what are you talking?
This was indeed one of the worst books I've ever, and I mean ever read in my whole entire exhausted life. Truly, that writing made me want to gouge my eye out and die. Like, oh my god, when you have to reach a word count. That's gonna be it for that book. My makeup is all come off.
Now we're gonna do Ace of Spades. We thought it was a pretty good read.
This is one that we buddy read.
Yes.
And we really enjoyed it. It is YA mystery, and it was good.
It was good. It was not 1 star.
No, by no means. Who is giving it a 1 star?
Yeah.
Where's My Dark Academia Gossip Girl Meets Get Out? And what year is this book supposed to be set in? How is no one posting this vile stuff the main characters included on social media? Why do they not tell their parents?
What teenager tells their parents about
Exactly.
stuff,
Have you ever seen Pretty Little Liars?
Clearly not.
It's like 10 seasons and no one ever tells their parents.
Yeah. I am being generous with this 1 star rating. You can't go lower than 1 star though. I feel like they're all really repetitive. They're basically just saying it was like Gossip Girl.
I just saw one that said like a ripoff of Gossip Girl, but not as good. A lot of people are just saying they hated the characters. I don't remember ever having a problem with them.
It's just YA characters.
So what I'm gathering from this video is people do not like YA.
Yeah, which is fine. Just don't read it. The last one we're gonna do is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This one is my favorite of theirs that I've read so far.
And we read this one a while back. Like, I think it's been a year now.
Yeah.
We read it last summer. That's how long ago we both read, like, the same book. Yeah, I do remember liking this book. It was funny.
It was cute. When I die,
I see that one too.
When I die, I want Christina Lauren to lower me into my grave so they can let me down one last time. That is so rude.
I'm taking that and I'm putting that as my review the next time I read a really bad book.
Okay, I want to be her friend because that is so funny.
Dane is a piece of shit, no doubt, but Ethan is an enabling trash as well. I think it's funny though that some people are really mad about how characters act, when that's the whole point of that character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Dane was our antagonist. So yeah, you're gonna hate him. He was trash. I think that's funny. That just shows you it was good writing then.
I know.
Okay, we're done. Honestly, I almost wish we read more of the same books just so we could have more to do this with, because I think it's really funny. Overall, I thought it was fun. Definitely, I feel like they weren't as mean as last time.
They were not as mean as last
So
time.
that's good.
That's surprising, actually.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting to see everyone's thoughts and reactions to books that we've read, because obviously everyone has different opinions, but it's so entertaining when they when they just write these hate reviews.
That one to Feyre was ridiculous.
That was my favorite thing I've ever read. So
because they really like acted like she is going to read
they're
this.
mad. Whether that was satire or not, that was the best thing I've ever read. We love doing these sit down videos. If you guys want to see anything similar or have any other ideas for us, definitely let us know.
Let us know what your thoughts are on some of these books if you have read them. Only if they're good things though. Because
no, let us know.
We've had enough.
As always, thank you guys for watching. We put out new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Why haven't you already? We'll see y'all next time. What? Hair is in my mouth. I'm already annoyed. Like,
We haven't even started.